to Home Depot and we bought the pipes and we spent the next week building out potato guns. Super fun. And then the next Monday I was back in school and I remember sitting there thinking about my business, and all of a sudden I had the epiphany, like the light bulb moment, where I was like, I wonder if anyone else besides me was searching for potato guns this week. I don't know. And I searched, and there were about 18,000 people a month searching for potato gun plans and spud guns, and I was like, that's it, that's gonna be my business. I'm gonna potato gun expert. First, it was just a tool for me. Like, that was really the initial goal of ClickFunnels. Like, and then after I started using it and I was having success, I was like, we have to make this a tool for everyone. It'll free all entrepreneurs. My initial goal is not to make you $1 billion. My initial goal is to get you to break even. Now you have a tool that will consistently all day long give you free customers. I want you to do it now while you're in the moment, while you remember why it's important, why you saw me do it, so you don't forget and we can get it. And worst case, like, this will be the worst one you ever do. The next one you do will be better. It's not about the people watching you. It's about you guys, about us learning our voice. That's the most important thing. Someone the other day was upset about something I did. They're like, well, my dad always taught me to play nice. I was like, oh, well, my dad taught me to win. My goal for the next 3 days is if I can give you guys some tools and some things that'll help you to change more people's lives in your world, then for me, that's a huge win. What is that thing for your business? Like, what's the one huge domino that if you can knock that thing down, everything else becomes obsolete? You have to lead them to the answer, but you can't give it to them. They have to come up with the idea themselves. You plant the idea in their minds with a story, and if they come up with the answer, then they sold themselves.
He's a marketing genius. That's his brilliance.
Russell rhymes with funnel.
How to market, how to promote, and even how to sell.
He's here to help entrepreneurs create amazing lives.
And on a grand scale.
What's up, everybody? This is Russell. How are you guys all doing? It's been like a week or two since we've had a chance to jump on and talk to you guys. Mostly because my life has been insane. We did a huge virtual event called Selling Online 2 weeks ago. And last week I was in Arizona with my Atlas group, which is the highest tier of my inner circle. And now we're here for this entire week. Oh, getting excited. Sorry about that. Getting excited because Funnel Hacking Live is literally a week and a day. I think we're 8 days away from Funnel Hacking Live International happening. And anyway, we've got a whole bunch more speakers we haven't even introduced yet. And I've got some of them we're bringing on here today to introduce you guys to. We got a couple more speakers this week we'll be introducing. And then the window of opportunity will be closing and it'll be gone because Funnel Hacking Live will be starting. So first off, question, all you guys in the comments, how many of you guys already have your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live? If you do, post in the comments, say, I'm coming to Funnel Hacking Live International, Russell. If you are, I want to know, okay, here they are. Boom, everyone's coming in. It's going to be awesome. As you guys know, this year we're doing something different than we've ever done in the past. In the past, Funnel Hacking Live tickets always cost $1,000 to come to the event. Plus you got flights, hotels, all kind of stuff. But this year we decided to do something crazy. This is called Funnel Hacking Live. Initially it was Funnel Hacking Live 9.5. But it's also become international because now we're streaming it to like 10 different countries, different languages, which is really, really exciting. But this one, because it's going to be virtual, we wanted something really, really cool. I wanted everybody who would like to come, and I want you guys to experience this. And so the tickets this year are different than before. The way it works is you can literally come to Funnel Hacking Live International for free. Now, this is how it works. If you don't know this yet, you can go to funnelhackinglive.com, you put your credit card in, and then you can attend the entire event. And then when the event's over, if you love it, let us know. We'll bill your credit card. But if you're like, that wasn't that good, Russell, you did not impress me. I already knew every single thing you were going to say. Let me know, and we'll give you your money back. We actually won't even bill your card. So no harm, no foul. But that's kind of like the irresistible offer because I want to get as many people as possible to register and be part of this event. We've already sold insane amounts of tickets and just wanted to make sure you guys have a chance to be there because it's going to be the biggest one we've ever done, and it's going to be so much fun. And it's like a week and a day away. So it's time to get your tickets if you haven't yet. With that said, though, I'm going to show a real quick preview video for those who don't know what's happening at Funnel Hacking Live, what it looks like inside of the studio we'll be streaming it from. And then when I come back from that, I'll introduce our next speaker. So with that said, here's a quick glimpse of what's going to be happening at this year's Funnel Hacking Live. We've done 9 Funnel Hacking Lives over the last 10 years. We went from a cheap ballroom with a pinup sign to a full-blown rock concert.
My husband and I looked at each other and we were like, wow.
I want to thank you for everything. Thank you for your energy, your effort, for playing full out. I want to thank you for the crazy clothes you wear. Thank you for the really, really, really bad dance moves. And I also want to thank you for the memories. It has been an amazing experience. We have changed so many people's lives.
But of the 100,000 plus active ClickFunnels members, only 5,000 people each year have the chance to have that experience. And so we thought, man, if we could bring it to everybody, how would that ripple effect change the world? So for the first time ever, we're going virtual. Check out this place. This place is huge. We're in a 25,000 square foot virtual studio with 360-degree screens, streaming in 4K, which gives everyone a front row seat. This could literally be the future of online events.
This is watching history in the making.
Funnel Hacking Live changed my entire life.
This year's framework is all about the gap between where you are today and where you want to go. Day number 1 is about going from 0 to 6 figures a year. Day number 2, we're going from 6 figures to 7. How do you win your first 2 Comma Club award? Day number 3 is how do you get from 7 to 8? And then day number 4, we're going to 9.
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
It's so encouraging because if they can do it, so can I.
I cannot wait to bring this show to you and change your life one more time.
I can't believe that we're like a week away. This is insane. So excited to be hanging out with you guys. Now, one cool thing about this, this is how business should be done. Think about this. Imagine if you went to a movie and they didn't charge you for the movie up front. They're like, hey, I want to see if you like this movie. So you go to the movie, you attend the entire thing. When the movie's over, you decide if it's worth it. And if you like it, then you pay for the ticket. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or going to a restaurant and you're like, let's see how good the food is. And you sit down, you eat all the food. And then after you're done eating, the chef comes up to you or whatever, the server's like, did you like your food? And if you're like, yeah, then you pay. But if not, they're like, yeah, it was all right. It was like a 3. Then you can just leave and not have to pay. So that's the same thing we're doing with Funnel Hacking Live this year. Again, it's basically flipping it around to make sure that we over-deliver for you, and I promise we will. But to do that, you got to lock in your tickets now. We are going to be either raising the prices or selling out before this week's over. So this is kind of your last call to go get tickets, again, at funnelhackinglive.com. All right, with that said, I'm excited to talk to you guys about who our next guest speaker is. And this is a guest speaker. Typically at Funnel Hacking Live, I know all the speakers. They're in my masterminds. I hang out with them all the time. I know exactly who's coming to be part of it. This is someone who is, I actually just met him probably a minute and a half ago for the first time, right before we all jumped on live. But I've heard so many good things about him. And as we were like crafting out what the event was going to look like, I was like, like his brain, his mind would fit so good in this one certain spot that I want everyone to be here for. So I'll introduce him a little bit more after he comes on. But real quick thing, he's been a 3-time TEDx presenter. His presentations from TEDx have gotten over 11 million views. He's someone who I'm really excited to get to know a lot better. And with that said, let's put our hands together for David JP Phillips. Let's go, everybody. Hey, man, how's it going?
Hey, how are you, Russell? It is so awesome to be here.
It's great to officially hang out with you, man. I can't wait in a week from now to be hanging out with you in person, which will be fantastic.
God, man, I'm vibrating for the just for the event, man. It's gonna be mind blowing. Everything that I've read and seen, and your team has spoken to me about it. It's gonna be the one in a lifetime event. I think for the people coming there.
It's gonna be so fun. So I want to give everyone a backstory about you and how I got introduced to you. So one of my close friends, Marley Jacks, lives here in Boise. She went to some event, I think in Europe somewhere, I'm assuming. And anyway, she came back and she could not stop talking about it. She's like, there's a speaker. It was one of the best presentations I've ever seen. She's like, it was so good that people were literally booing when he got off stage because they did not want it to end. I was like, there's no way that's even real. She's like, no, they literally were booing him because they did not want it to end. I was like, what was he talking about? And then she started telling me, and I was like, I have to meet this guy. And so that person is you. So why were they all booing you? I'm curious about what happened.
What happened? Well, I did a talk called The Biochemistry of Webinars. Mm-hmm. And what that is and what that does is that I inject dopamine into my audience on command. So I say, this is what dopamine is. This is what it feels like. Now I'm going to give it to you, and you will not be able to prevent it. Are you ready? And you always got a bunch, and they go like, it's not happening to me. It's not happening to me, is it? And I just went for it, and dopamine injection, check. And people are like, what? And then I went, do you want to feel oxytocin, which is another neuropeptide in the brain? And then I used a different technique to create that. And then I went for serotonin, and then I went for endorphins, and then we ended off with testosterone. And the testosterone is just insane. It's like a 6-level stacking where I got the entire audience to just do a primal scream at the end and bump their chest. And people cried. They were ecstatic. It was just mad. I love that webinar. It's brilliant.
So cool. I think about I think something we have in common. Like I'm obsessed with I love webinars, obviously, but webinars and persuasion and speaking and how to get people to feel a certain way, and how to get them to move in a certain way.
Yeah.
But I've never looked at it from like the lens point that you do, which is like actually shifting the chemicals inside somebody's body. Where did you come up with that? Where did you start learning that? I'm curious, kind of the backstory behind your, you discovering this stuff.
Sure thing. Well, I've been doing this for 25 years. That's my entire adult career. And I began at looking at communication and delivery skills, presentation skills from a psychological perspective. A lot of people do that, like rhetorical perspective. Then I realized there must be a deeper sense to this. So I started looking at it from a neuroscientific perspective. I got hooked up to these electroencephalograph, studying my brain, studying other people's brain and their reactions to my stories. The next step, which I realized, was that the neuroscientific perspective was just the second layer. The third layer is the biochemical layer. And that's where I got super excited, and I just got absolutely stoked for like 8 main neurosubstances that you have in your brain, Russell. And if this one's tweaked and that one's tweaked, you will be in this mood. If this one's tweaked and this one's tweaked, you'll be in this mood. So when people buy things, we're usually high on dopamine, we're high on testosterone. There's a certain sense that we could be high on endorphins as well. If you have that cocktail, which I call an angel's cocktail, it's dangerous because people will buy practically anything. So I did that. And then I deep dive into the genetical structure of communication. But you know what? There wasn't much to find there. So I popped up into biochemistry again. And that's where I'm just spending my my life. I wrote,
That's so cool. Yeah, we've been talking in our community a lot recently about like one-to-many selling and how to craft presentations and stuff. And I think what you do is something I've been geeking out on, because it's like a whole nother level of how to influence and how to persuade and like how to tell stories in a way to get people to move, which is anyway, it's so fascinating. I'm probably, I think, the most excited of all the people to hear what you're going to be saying at Funnel Hacking Live. I will be front row, like freaking out as you go, which should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. For those who don't know, what's the backstory how you got into this whole world? I'm curious about that. Before you were you and before you were doing this kind of stuff, like how did you get into it all?
I think my mother and father, they were both super interested in psychology, philosophy. They were both teachers. And we just spoke about this all the time when I was a kid. So it was absolutely natural to me when I get 20 years of age, starting being interested in how people started to communicate or how they communicated. And then, well, it's a different story. We don't have time for it now, but I got conned by my best friend who just went off with all the money we had in our company. I had to find an alternative career. I became a communication, public speaking coach, did that for like 15 years and realized, no, I've done enough of the coaching. I've done enough of the 1-to-1 and 1-to-10. I want to be in the big game. I want to be in the big stages. I've practiced this for so long now. Let's go. And that's about 10 years, which was my first TED Talk. So 10 years ago, my first TED Talk, that's where I started this career as a public speaker.
Very cool. And like I said earlier, so you have 3 TED Talks. They've gotten over 11 million views. I've never even done a TED Talk. I should probably look into that, huh?
You should.
I'm assuming it's been good for you, right?
you would break them, you know. You would just kill it. You would just be so brilliant. I've studied your delivery skills, and they're insanely high. So yeah, you knock it out of the park, man.
Oh, that'd be fun. Anyway, we'll have to do it sometime. All right. So I'm curious for this year's Funnel Hacking Live, for those who are on the fence, obviously we've sold, insane amount of tickets. A lot of people are already coming. They're just here to find out what you're going to be talking about. But for those who are like sitting on the fence thinking about this, like, what are you going to be talking about this year's Funnel Hacking Live that would get them to like figure out, like, I've got to get off the seat, go get my ticket, and make sure I don't miss a second of this entire event?
Yeah. From my end, I'm going to give you 2 things. I'm going to give you the secret ingredient to grabbing and holding attention. It's called dopamine, and it is the most valuable currency for all webinars, for all speaking, for all keynotes, anywhere, everywhere. Every single time you lose another person, it's because you are not injecting dopamine into their brains. There's about 20 ways to do this. There's 20 ways to increase a person's dopamine. And I'm going to share my favorites in the talk with you, Russell, at the Funnel Hacking Live. So my favorites for creating dopamine on command. So the people listening to that, they'll walk away from the talk and they'll know exactly how to grab and hold attention from a dopamine perspective. The second thing I'm going to do is from my third TEDx talk, I studied 5,000 public speakers. It took me 7 years to find every way that we communicate. I found 236 different skills we use. I boiled it down to 110, and they look like this. So this is like a periodic table of 110 skills anyone and everywhere can use. You, Russell, you're brilliant at number 45, functional gestures. So you use a lot of functional gestures to enhance and amplify what you're saying. Not only that, but you're also using a great delivery of the functional gestures. You're using smooth, distinct, adapted. When I check you out delivering, you're absolutely brilliant at that. Being brilliant at the ultimate level is second to none, super important. But what I'm going to do during Funnel Hacking Live, I'm going to take you through, again, I think about my 8 favorites. They're called mother skills. They're the most important ones of all of these. And the beauty of this is that the more of these skills you apply in a talk, the more spellbinding you are as a speaker. Most speakers fulfill 30 to 35, whilst you, Russell, you are in the league of about 80. Wow. So you may now ask yourself, why am I not the best? Why am I not 110? Well, only
what
stand
am
up.
I missing?
Yeah, what am I missing? Well, the short answer is this. You have to be a stand-up comedian in order to hit over 92, because they have like just a bigger repertoire of opportunities to output whatever they're saying. But
so if I think of stand-up comedy, I can get them all. I'm gonna go learn. That's what it's gonna take, man. I'm in.
This is a challenge. The highest scoring person in the world is 102 points. It's a comedian called Ed Izzard from the UK, doing a lot of role play. So what I'll be doing then is just live demonstrating this, giving the absolute best skills to become just fluent in delivery skills. This is a chart that doesn't exist anywhere in the world, and you're the audience, all of you in the chat. Damn, this is going to be crazy. Yeah.
Pam just said, you can see Russell setting a new goal to accomplish this chart and increase his score. Yeah, not only am I going to try to accomplish them all, I got to beat the comedian in the UK.
Yes.
I'm very competitive, and now that I know that there's something we're fighting for, like I will not stop till I'm at the top. So
challenge is on. I'll treat you to free analysis until you get it, man.
Yeah. every like 3 weeks, I'm sending you a new clip. What do you think? What do you think?
Please, now. Well, it is possible because I'll continuously point out exactly, and that's the cool thing with the model. I'll point out exactly which ones you need to level up on. So my feedback could be like skill 103. Tweak this. Skill 69, tweak this. So it's so on point. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be highly interactive. People are going to be able to be part of the keynote itself, which I love. I don't like just talking, but they'll be able to feel it, see it, hear it. It's going to be life-changing for some.
Yeah. So excited. Well, I'm pumped, man, for Funnel Hacking Live. Pumped for your presentation. It's going to be amazing. Before I let you go, I know you have a bonus for those who get their tickets today, right? You want me to let what that is so we can get everyone excited to dive deep into your stuff right away?
This is sweet, man. All right. Have a look at this again. And each of these 110 skills, this is quite confusing. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? So we've really picked out a treasure for you, and that is that they will get an entire pamphlet of every single skill described, how to use it, when to use it, and the effect rate of that skill. So that's just mind-blowing material. It took me 7 years to produce this. You'll have every single one in your hand. You can't get it anywhere in the way that you'll be getting it from you. There'll be some dopamine tips there as well, but the difference between the material and the keynote itself at Funnel Hacking Live is that the experience is just going to be just mind-blowing. Theory is theory, practice is practice, right?
Yeah. So cool. Anyway, first off, super grateful for you making that bonus, man, because selfishly for myself, I'm going to download those and try to weave some stuff in before I'm speaking in a week and a half. For everyone else, what we'll do is we'll put it in. It might already be there, but if you go to, in fact, Ben, you want to pull up the site? If you go to funnelhackinglive.com, at the top, there's not a login. If you go scroll to the bottom, there's probably a login button usually at the bottom. You seen one? Yeah. Did we get rid of the login button? All right, team, we need to add a login button back in. There will be a login button.
It's there.
Oh, it is? I can't see it on the screen. Okay, so click on login button, and then after you log in, it'll take you to the members area, and then we'll put it in here with all the speaker bonuses. Are you able to log in there? I don't see it. Anyway, yeah, so all the speaker bonuses so far, we'll put in there. We're going to add this one from David J.P. Phillips as well. It'll be in the members area. That we guess as soon as you get your tickets, you can go through that information right out of the gate. There we go. So all the bonuses there from all the speakers. So Christine, Dave, all the speaker bonuses are in there, you guys. So a lot of really cool stuff you'll get access to immediately just for saying yes before the event even starts. And like I said, we'll put his bonus in there as well. And if you don't have your tickets yet, right now is the time to go to funnelhackinglive.com to actually get your tickets. So anyway, I'm pumped for the event, you guys. I hope all you guys, what I would recommend for all you guys who are coming to the event virtually is don't just do it like, I don't know, I see people sometimes who do it on their Zoom, but then they're distracted by the normal day and all things are happening. Like I've been telling people, like, go rent an Airbnb and go get out of the house, or go to a different room in your house or a different office or something, so you can like be in immersion for the entire event. Because if you do that and you like let us take you on this journey, what's going to happen at FHL, it'll change your life. But if you're just kind of in and out, not really paying attention, you're going to miss most of the really cool things. So
immersion is key, man. Immersion is always key.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, so I'm looking at the calendar. So we start September 4th. There's a half day September 4th and all day 5th, 6th, and 7th. So that's kind of what's happening in the members area. You have the dates and the times, all kind of stuff. So anyway, David, JP Phillips, super excited that you're coming to FHL. Excited to hang out with you next week, man, in person. And cannot wait to learn all this cool stuff from you in front of everyone. So appreciate you jumping on, man.
It's going to be an honor. See you in a week.
All right.
See all of you in a week as well. Cheers.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.
We're going to queue up a video right now to end this out. There's a video, Funnel Hacking Live. It's our after movie, kind of showing you guys what's going to be happening at the event. With that said, though, when the video's over, it's time to go and get your tickets at funnelhackinglive.com. And we'll see you guys all next week. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Yay.
In less than a decade, Funnel Hacking Live went from 600 attendees to over 5,000. We went from a cheap ballroom with a pinup sign to a full-blown rock concert. Funnels went from being like the secret underground strategy to becoming the industry standard. It's been so challenging and rewarding and transformational and
inspiring, mind-blowing, epic. Funnel Hacking Live is wild.
The Super Bowl of marketing events.
It's an experience.
It's electrifying.
Freedom.
Magic is lit.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Will change your life.
And now Funnel Hacking Live is coming to your home. For 9 years, Funnel Hacking Live has been an in-person event, which means if you weren't able to get flights and hotels and find a babysitter, you probably felt a little bit of FOMO. And we heard you. You are seen. We got so many messages from people who wanted us to go to Europe and to Asia and Australia and Antarctica. And I don't even know if that last one is even possible. But before we take it on the road, we want to bring FHL to everyone. So for the first time ever, we're going virtual, but not like this, not on Zoom. We're going virtual like this, in this huge 25,000 square foot stadium, wrapped in 360 degrees of Zoom walls, so we can see your beautiful faces, streaming in 4K, with the audio so crystal clear you can literally hear a pin drop. Hit it, Kenny. So no matter if you're in the Outback, if you're in your bed, or if you're in space, you're gonna have front row seats to world-class speakers teaching the most cutting-edge marketing strategies and networking with other like-minded entrepreneurs. This time, we're doing things differently. As you know, Funnel Hacking Live always has a framework, and this year's framework is all about the gap between where you are today and where you want to go. So day number 1 is all about going from 0 to 6 figures a year. You're gonna learn how to take your idea and get it online, how to build a funnel, how to write copy, and how to drive traffic with high-converting ads. Day number 2 then is all about going from 6 figures to 7 to win a 2 Combo Cup award. This is all about growing and scaling and starting to build your team. Day number 3 then, from going to 7 figures to 8 figures, this is where you start growing your funnels, right? Different funnels in your value ladder, executing, implementing the linchpin into your business, and a whole bunch more things so you can actually grow and scale. And then day number 4, this is where we're going from 8 figures a year to 9. This is about becoming the category king, claiming your throne so you can be the biggest business inside your market in your industry. Now, it doesn't matter what level you're at today, there's gonna be something specifically at Funnel Hacking Live for you this year, which is so exciting. Unless, of course, you're at 10 figures a year. If that's the case, then you don't need to come to Funnel Hacking Live. I actually need to come to your event. So please put on an event, I will get a ticket and I'll be front row. So you don't speak much English?
No se preocupe, todo el evento se traducirá en vivo mientras se desarrolla el evento.
Oh, and to really sweeten the deal, for a limited time, when you get your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live International, you can also get an insane discount at Funnel Hacking Live 10 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, which is the largest venue and the craziest lineup. Seriously, it is gonna be insane. In fact, Miles' jobs literally depends on it. Now, you're worried you can't get a babysitter? Don't stress out. Bring your kids to the actual event. My guess is that most of them will actually become better funnel builders than you. What about if you have a court hearing or jury duty? Well, you probably shouldn't miss that. So don't wait, get your tickets right now. I know you got a million things going on in your life. Everybody's busy, but I promise you, if you will give us 4 days, just 4 short days, where you show up and you participate full out every single day, I promise you, we will radically transform your business. We'll probably even change your life. So if that's interesting to you, again, this event's happening September 4th through the 7th, directly into your home, your office, for you to change your life. Click the link down below and get your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live International today.